we're ready up. We're gonna go live right here.
Yeah, another thing I just want to point out real quick. I'm going to be interested to see how this plays out in terms of scopes because I think last night, Perfectionvore actually had a three scope look. I think they played two ops and one auto sniper, which is definitely can work out fine on this map, honestly. I mean, all both sites and mid are, very friendly for scopes, so it does work.
This is going to be map number 2 underway in CEVO Season 5 Pro Placement Tournament, guys. Perfectionvore versus Area 51. PVOR already took map 1 here, and Area 51 is trying to claw their way back, and they really need to grab this map. Otherwise, they are out of the tournament, and they are forced to go back to the main division to try and win their way back in it. And Pauly gets an opening pick, which is going to be very helpful for his team, trying to make their way around. Disciple's going to try and lurk over into B, but Vadi was all over that, traded him out. So we're on to 4-on-4 here. Fobless grabs one with a very nice silenced USB headshot right there. And it's going to be a 4-on-3 now. Steno, Dunn, and A2Z. We have Steno, and they're all working in A. Dunn just came out of the squeaky door. And we have A2Z and Steno trying to get up the catwalk. Gunfight with Fobless here. Fobless runs out of ammo. He's got to switch weapons here. It gets the kill on Steno. I cannot believe
What was
that bomb
Steno
did
doing?
not get across. How is that possible? And wow, that lag there from Kinky worked out extremely well. Bomb down catwalk. One terrorist left alive. That's Dunn. Dunn has got to try and go back and get it against two CTs. Vadi sees him. They know where he is. He's just going to push out right here and hopefully get lucky. And it does not work out. Kinky takes him down. PVOR with the first round. They have not lost a pistol round, I'm pretty sure, in this entire pro placement tournament.
The entire pro placement tournament? I don't know about that. This series, they haven't. No.
They didn't against who was it the other night either. They won 16 rounds off those.
Yeah, P4 seems to be doing very well on their pistols. But wow, I mean, big mistake there coming out from Area 51. They had control of the A bomb site. They got the guy in the site, and I mean, they could have just got the bomb planted, taken some defensive positions, but they decided to go for firefights instead, and that's how they ended up losing that round. Really surprising, honestly.
Oh, so I was incorrect. Savage did win one of the pistols last night, but they won 5 of the 6 pistols. It was ridiculous. PVOR is insane on pistol round. But round 2 is well underway here, and we have the T's reeling a little bit. We have A2Z and Pauly left alive, fighting against SMGs and FAMASs from CT-sided PVOR. 3K for Vico as PVOR takes that second round, and they should surely take this third round also.
Yeah, no bomb plants, no good amount of kills coming out from either of those rounds, so I wouldn't imagine we're going to see the surprise buy that we saw in the previous game. And looking at their economy, it looks pretty much impossible. I mean, the only person who could buy is Dunn, and he's at 3,700. Everyone else was at about 2,500. So yeah, they're forced to another pistol here.
Area 51 going to try and eco and see if they can make something happen. 2 players left in the A bomb site here, going with that standard 2-1-2. 1 player in mid, 2A, 2B. And Perfectionvore, it's working out for them. They got that pistol round. These next 2 rounds that we're in currently are basically a given off that, as you have the buying power. Area 51 not able to upgrade early, didn't get a bomb plant yet, and it looks like they're going to be stacking up and trying to make their way into A here. Off and execute. A2Z is boosted up. Actually in the big garage door right there. I haven't seen anybody try and do that for a rush yet. And he drops down right into the firepower of Kinky and Vico, who actually just completely shut that down. Bomb dropped. 1 player left alive. That's Pauly. He goes down at the end of that and on to a full buy.
Yeah, that boost, it looked like they were just setting up, hoping that one of the PVOR members would get aggressive and push, and they could get an easy kill and then storm the site, grab another one with the gun and maybe pick up a bomb plant. But PVOR just, honestly, not being PVOR. They've really toned down the aggression, and I'm honestly surprised at how quickly they were able to make this adjustment.
Yeah, before PVOR played like a very good main team, very aggressive, using their aim to just kind of bully people around. And now we see PVOR trying to play more like a professional team, playing methodical, trying to work off stuff, they've definitely already improved and taken what happened to them from Savage last night, and or they're building off of it right now against Area 51.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned by Vico still holding on to that P90 into this gun round, but like, he must be feeling confident in what he's doing. And
They've
he's
been doing
alone in the
well.
A site, so that is insane to me right now.
Ooh, Vadi's able to get one, and then Dunn and A2Z both answer, taking down 2 CTs. A third CT falls down right there. Now it's going to be a 2-on-2. That flashbang completely blinded Vico, did not work in his favor, and now we only have Fabulous left alive. This is going to be a 1 versus 4, and he's going to save this rifle wisely. Steno is going to be very close. He's not going to work his way into the vent. Looks like he was going to go for the vent and try and drop down into the checkered room. And Area 51 not really going on the hunt here, expecting Fabulous to be pushing, and he's just going to save.
That's really all you can do. I mean, 1 versus 4, your best bet is to save. I'm sure he's going to be hunted, which is going to be rough for him. If he can, hold on to that, force some rebuys, then kudos. But I mean, just talking about that round, that was an excellent attack on mid by Area 51. I mean, they timed it perfectly. They had the simultaneous attack from the boost box as well as mid itself, and Pvor just, they couldn't do anything. They didn't react fast enough, and they lost 2 people for 1. And the trades continued, and then Vika came, tried to rotate with his P90, and just the flashes coming in from Area 51 just completely stunted him, and he couldn't do anything about it.
They are going to have the money to buy this round, and Edwin's going to have to go. Oh no, he was able to grab armor there. Kinky's the one going out without armor and rocking the FAMAS, so they're going to be relatively full strength here. Let's see if they're able to take back another round, as Area 51 finally got a first round. So the score's 3-1 in favor of Pvor, and aggressive play there from Edwin. Well, slightly aggressive, just pops the squeaky door, drags some attention his way. Paulie peeks it. Op ends up winning that battle, and now Pvor's got a 1-man lead right here, and a lot of people are calling for Pvor to get really aggressive. And I don't think that's the right play yet. I don't think they need to get into the very aggressive play. How about you, Klops?
I mean, that was a little bit of aggression coming from Edwin right there, and it did work out because Area 51 went for their same initial setup where they wait for the aggressive push. And had they gone aggressive, you saw Don was actually set up watching A main. He would have probably got a couple kills there with that op. So, yeah, not going aggressive is working out for Pvor in this round.
We just lost Kinky and Vico after Vico was able to get a kill, so it's a 3-on-3 now. We have an op in the hands of Edwin and an op in the hands of Dunn. 2K for A2Z, 1 kill on the CT side of the players that are left alive. That's Edwin who got it. Now Body and Fabulous both get kills, then the trade out, so now we have Dunn by himself trying to fight against 2 CTs. Fabulous down to 34 HP. Edwin is at 100, and if Fabulous just plays this smart and doesn't get aggressive here, the time is in their favor. He has to push. Dunn, if he wants to try and win this round, he's got to push here. Now they know where he is, and he gets taken down. So that's going to be an op pickup right there if they grab that. And no, they're not going to grab. Oh, no, Edwin
already, yeah, he's already got one. A little surprised, though, because like I said last night, they wielded a couple ops, so a little bit surprising there. But yeah, I mean, if Edwin has his op, he should be fine. And that's a good round. I'm surprised that Area 51's economy is so low. They didn't lose too many people in the round they won previously. But yeah, I mean, they're forced to save after winning and then losing a round. Surprising.
Yeah, that's never a place you want to be in. Those wins, you end up grabbing those wins, you buy out, you make sure that you have everything you need, all your utility needs, and head armor, and then you lose a round, and it just completely ruins your bankroll. And Area 51 is dealing with that currently here. But as you can see, though, Pvor, they have 2 FAMASes. It pays off for Vico once, pays off for him again. So it's going to be collecting money now. Dunn is left alive. Dunn does get a kill. That's going to be a rebuy force right there. But Paulie, last one left alive, can't grab another one. And that's only 1 death on Pvor's side, but a 2K for Vico, a 3K for Kinky, and no bomb plant on that eco round for Area 51.
You know what? Area 51 could have probably forced that round, and they would have had a good chance of taking it due to the double FAMAS defense at A. Unfortunately, they didn't know that Pvor was doing that, so, I mean, that's just hearsay. But, I mean, it could have worked out for him, but I see why they wanted to save. They wanted Don to be able to pick up his op. He seems to be, that's his main role, so he wants to be in that comfort position, and now he has it, so they're trying to get that mid control once again, like they should.
Oh, man. Paulie takes down Vico. Edwin answers, though, trading out right there. And Edwin misses 2 shots. Wow. and allows the players to rotate off a catwalk. I do believe that was Steno who was able to escape out of there without getting punished. And now, with round 7 well underway here, one player dead on both sides, Vaddy is able to drop the bomb inside the B bomb site. Quickly gets traded out by A2Z, though. CT rotate is going to be incoming here as the bomb's out wide in the open. Dunn's going to peek out. Dunn is not actually going to get that kill because Foblis takes down Disciple, and Foblis needs to play this smart, allow his teammate to try and rotate to him without getting too aggressive, and there's the rotate. Kinky grabs 1 kill, 2-on-1, A2Z gets peeked and taken down. CEVO has 6 rounds to Area 51's 1.
Yeah, I mean, really, really nice hold there by CEVO, and I mean, honestly, a nice rotate or heads up play there by Area 51. They went mid, and they got one picked off by Edwin over in A, and they decided to turn around, head B, and they actually got into the site a little bit, traded out. Vadi did a good job defending, but it almost worked out for him. And, that's kind of what you need to be able to do. You got to be able to make heads up on the fly changes to adjust if you run into a wall. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him that round, but, good stuff, just good stuff in general with that kind of heads up play.
Area 51 once again going to be back onto a save here. Perfectionvore is definitely taking control of this right now. Fire going to do a little bit of damage to Pauly. He does get spotted rotating. Vico is going to be all over that. Here's the call, and now your T team is going to be rotating over. Oh no, actually they're going to be rotating back. They're going to try and hit that mid and see if they get something through the vent. A2Z is going to grab 1 before he gets traded out by Foblis. Now the bomb is dropped out in mid. Disciple grabs a kill. If he can go get that gun, that's going to help out. It's going to give them a 3-on-2 with 1 gun in their hand. Dunn does grab it, and Disciple grabs it also. This looks like a very winnable eco right here. Only Vadi is left alive, and he has to go for this. There's no reason to try and save, and Dunn takes him down. So Area 51 picks up a big, big, big second round.
Yeah, huge eco right there. I was distracted because my camera was on A2Z as he did that yellow dive through the vents. But while that was going on, it looked like they were forcefully taking over mid and A with those ecos versus an op and M4. So, I mean, that was just some incredible shots hit by Area 51. And it's exactly what they needed. Even though Perfectionvore has been winning the past few rounds, look at this. They're forced to a save after losing that round because they've been buying such expensive equipment.
And Disciple was able to capitalize off that, grabs 2, and A2Z gets 1 out in mid. So now only 2 CTs left alive here, Vadi and Foblis. They got to try and fight against 5 alive terrorists who have full gear, full utility nades right now, and head armor. This is going to be a tough battle. If they can drop some guns out of their hands, that would be preferred here. Vadi's last one left alive. Can't make it happen with the CZ75 auto, and Area 51 wins 2 in a row.
Now they're in a position to get the comeback going and kind of close the gap like they did in the previous map. CEVO's buy here is going to be a little light. No, yeah. Vico's only sporting a FAMAS. Vadi has no nades whatsoever. So yeah, they are a little bit on the light side. If they, just spread out and get their picks, Area 51, they can definitely, get something going here. And it's kind of going to depend on Dunn and his op pick in mid.
Vadi's going to get pushed into the vent. Disciple is going to be looking for him. Disciple knows where he is, and he gets the kill. Vico takes down Pauly, though, and then we have a player trade. I got to get back to the action, excuse me, on that one. Vico is able to grab another one. That's a 2K on the round for him, so it's going to be a 4-on-2, and Perfectionvore looks to take control here, and Disciple makes this a 2-on-3. Dunn, Disciple left alive. Disciple does have a 2K with that kill added, and now Dunn's rocking that op. He's just waiting patiently with it, but CEVO playing un-CEVO-like right now. They're being extremely smart and waiting. No reason to push here. 50 seconds left in the round. They got to try and get the bomb to the bomb site and try and get a plant here. Make them force the issue, not you, and CEVO's doing it very, very well. I like what they're doing here, Klops.
I do too. You saw one member of CEVO actually got a little aggressive and peeked mid, and he got quickly taken out. And then, yeah, CEVO adjusted. They're like, okay, we need to settle down. We have the advantage here. Let's just wait for them to come to us.
And it looks like it's paying off. Area 51 has to commit to the A bomb site. At this point, time is so low. That's 1 player left alive. That's going to be Disciple. And that kill goes to Edwin, takes him down. 2K for him and 2K for Vico. Disciple, only terrorist to get kills. He grabbed 2, and Pivor is back up again. Score is 7-3.
And I really like what Pivor did that round. It was risky, but it worked out very well for him. They stacked 4 people over at A. They didn't play anyone in CT mid holding it down, and they had 1 person in B. And what this did was it gave Area 51 a false sense of comfort in mid. They thought they had mid control and executed quickly to go to highway, and Pivor was just there waiting for them, watching that. Very defensively with 2 people while 2 people were watching A main and Squeaky, and they were able to just trade out very nicely. And it wasn't until they got 3 kills is when they started losing players. So, I mean, P4 had a lot of control that round, despite giving up the middle.
Steno trying to work out. Round 11 is underway. Edwin gets the first kill, taking down Dunn, who is actually boosted in middle. That didn't pay off well for them. Perfectionvore doing good here. Steno is able to get a kill, though, before he gets traded out. And then A2Z working A, and it's only going to leave 2 CTs left alive. Now we have Vadia and Foblis trying to fight against a weak A2Z. Polly down to 79. Disciple getting a little low, too. He's down to 72. Bomb is going to be planted in A, and Perfectionvore has 2 players to try and make something happen in a 2 versus 3 retake. And that fire is gonna... No, wow, that didn't even hit A2Z at all? I thought that was... Oh, no, never mind. I'm losing my mind. Vadi does jump in there and get a kill. Tries to get another one. Not able to. 1 player left alive. That's going to be Foblis on the push. He spams, but he just completely missed A2Z. If only he would have known A2Z was right there. Now he realizes it was a mistake. Now he's just going to push, try and drop some guns. He's going to make Polly lose his for sure. And off the kill, actually. So 7-4 in favor of Pivor.
Really good entries coming out from Area 51 right there to get into the A bomb site. And honestly, that's really all it was. I didn't see any smokes going down from those guys. They had 3 people in mid, which got 2 people got picked off, left the bomb alone in mid. But the 2 people coming into A got those entries and just cleaned it up so that the 2 people from Perfectionvore left in B had to rotate. Didn't have enough time to stop the mid player to get to the A site because the rotates are the rotate from mid to A is very quick. So yeah, that worked out for him. Could have been potentially dangerous because the bomb was left alone, but it ended up working out for him in the end.
Do we have another Mirage happening right now? Is Area 51 gonna come back and win this half 8-7?
It looks like that somewhat. I mean, they should be able to pick up this round. But P4 has still been looking strong on their gun rounds. I think that one, Area 51 just kind of got their shots aligned. And, I mean, if they could keep it going, then, yeah, we could potentially see that situation again.
And we're currently in round 12 here. Haven't made it to second half yet. Pivor is ahead 7-4 on an eco round right now. They've got 2 kills. They made this a 3-on-3.
Oh, my God.
This is going to work out. This
the
rotate.
Patience from Body.
The rotate. Ah, he doesn't get the kill, though. And then Disciple is able to clean up 2. Can he get the other one? And Disciple does get all 3 players. That was down to a 1 versus 1 there. Edwin had a good shot at trying to take down Disciple, but that's a lot of rebuys here that Area 51 has to make.
Yeah, not too bad of an eco round for Pivor. If had Vadi gotten that kill onto, excuse me, onto A2Z, I mean, that could have been a completely different round because he would just walk right past him. And wow, huge patience there by Vadi to not just immediately take that shot. He knew there was probably another one coming around the corner, which there was. And, I mean, it almost paid off in spades for him.
Would have been a very exciting round. Well, it was exciting no matter what, but that would have been pretty intense if he was able to grab that gun. That would have been a very, very nice eco. But round 13 is underway. Pivor is still up by 2 rounds, and we might be seeing a repeat here. Pivor jumping to early lead. Area 51 catching up and ended up winning the first half on Mirage, and I'd be curious to see if they're able to do it again.
I think they definitely can. I mean, but yeah, it does seem that Area 51 is hitting their stride and getting into this, but oh man, I was going to say I can't believe Edwin bought a scout, but then he just got that headshot and made me look dumb.
Edwin is going to be opping down the cat right now with, actually, excuse me, that's definitely not an op, that is a scout. And, I just saw the scope for a second, and then I heard the shot, and I was like, wow, all right, yeah, that's not an op. Steno, last one left alive. This could be a successful round, and Pvore does grab that. So already Pvore is doing better than they did first half on Mirage. They have 8 rounds this time, whereas first half on Mirage, Area 51 had 8.
And I mean, it's going to be another eco round for Area 51, so this will most likely go in favor of Pvore. Edwin picking up a Nova. What? Okay, just wasted money on a Nova, I guess, for fun. Because he's wielding a scout now. So yeah, that Nova is in CT spawn. I guess maybe it's in case someone runs out of bullets, they could go grab it. But actually, Disciple, I'm looking at this now, he has an AK. And everybody else has pistols, so I don't know if this is miscommunication or if they're trying to get him with an entry into A, and then maybe they just rush the site with their pistols and get a bomb down and try to force around that way, but we'll see.
This is going to be a big round here. Area 51 really needs to try and grab this eco. And it looks like they're going to be setting up for an... Oh, Disciple just gets the dink off. And look at that. Ice in his veins. Edwin goes for it and makes it happen. That kid is an absolute monster, fighting against an AK with a scout, repeaks and repeaks and repeaks, and ends up winning the battle. Steno finally answers one more time, able to get him through the box. Oh, done. Not able to capitalize there on the reloading Vico, but it's going to be a 2 versus 1 here. Pauly left alive. Low on HP, down to 50. He does have a rifle here. Foblis takes him down to 8. And now he's got to try and get this bomb in plant. He's going to peek out. Aggressive play there. Able to make it happen against Foblis. And still down to 8 HP. Ends up losing to Vadi, pushing his way up the catwalk. And we could see a 10-5 half for Pvore.
It's looking that way. I mean, I feel like Pauly should have just gone for the plant right there. He only had 3 health. I feel like he should have gone for the plant just to net his team some extra money so they could have afforded done an op rather than forcing this AK by. But, you know, you're not sure where that last player's at. I mean, if you got one for the plant, he could have potentially just rushed you. So I guess he was just looking to try to get an easy pick and maybe catch Body off guard. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But, I mean, they did a good job recycling that AK. I mean, they got into A, and they actually almost took that round.
That would have been nice to get this a little bit closer here, but at best we're going to see a 9-6 half if Area 51 is able to take this. Steno doing his best to make it happen, getting an opening pick on Vico, and they're not really committing here. And look at the push, man, in the smoke. Edwin, are you serious?
That's smoke an awesome push. Because he went through at an angle where they couldn't see him go through it, and then he peeked around the other side. That's an awesome smoke push right there.
I'm just unbelievably surprised that worked. He was able to catch Steno, and that flash from Body was I'm imagining he wanted that one to go a little bit farther away from him, but it didn't work out. Disciple was able to push over the top and take him down. So 3-on-3 situation now. A2Z is right there around the corner. He gets spotted by Edwin. Edwin gets the headshot on him. So now it's a 3-on-2. Area 51 really needs this round to keep this close going into the half. Otherwise, Pvore is going to take this 10-5, and that's going to be deadly. Good nade there, man. Able to take down Disciple, and now we have a 1 versus 2 as we have Dunn left alive. Dunn not able to capitalize as Foblis does have an auto sniper from Truck. Takes him down, and 10-5 half it is for Pvore.
Yeah, and unfortunately I think 10-5 it's just too much of a gap here for Area 51. I mean, for them to come online here and close this out and actually get the win, I mean, they really just got to get it going, because there's been rounds in the past half where you saw it all aligned. Their shots were being hit and they were actually doing well, but then it would just fall flat on the next round after that. So, I mean, if they could get some consistency going, then I think, and obviously get this pistol round, then I think they got a good shot at coming back. But, you know, Pvore has just been so good on pistols lately. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
What sucks that we're seeing here, it's good from a viewer standpoint. We're seeing rounds that are very close here, but Area 51 is losing heartbreakers, 2v2s, 1-on-1s, and Pvore just seems like they're collecting everything they need to collect when they need to collect it, and Area 51 just can't grab those ecos.
Yeah, I mean, this pistol round so far is starting off very good for Area 51, though.
Oh, Edwin Edwin above you, not able to peek, and it looks like the streak from Area 51 is over now. No more pistol rounds for them, as unless we go to a third map here if Area 51 wins this. But they took that pistol, which is going to be helpful here. Give them 2 more, 10-8 scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they need right there. They need to get that pistol, and if they can pick up 2 more, it's obviously going to depend on how this round goes. If Perfectionvore can get a bomb plant or just outright ecos them, then that's going to change things drastically because, I mean, if they do get that bomb plant, they'll most likely buy next round, and that is, you know, we might not be seeing the 10-8. But, I mean, they are definitely in a good position to go for it.
See if Perfectionvore is able to grab an eco here on their T side. First pistol round to Area 51, and that's unlike them. Man, you don't see that very often from Perfectionvore. It's gonna be a rush out mid here, try and see if they can catch someone getting a little bit aggressive. And no, Area 51 is definitely playing back, ready for that anti-eco, and they're committed to it here. Disciple up in the A bomb site, shooting down Catwalk, is able to grab it. 2, A2Z cleans up 1, Steno gets that. Now we have Vico left alive in the mid, trying to shoot up the Catwalk. Doesn't make anything happen for his team, and Area 51 grabs another round. This could be that 10-8 half, or 10-8 scoreboard.
It's looking that way. I doubt we'll see a force buy. It wouldn't be in Perfectionvore's favor to do so. I mean, they already have the lead. No reason to try to do something drastic to get another round. You know, just save, get your guns that you need, get your nades, and then go for the guaranteed, you know, strat that you want to execute on the gun round. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what they want to do here. It looks like it's a 5-man push over to A. Maybe they're going to do a timed rush, or they're going to try and hopefully see if Vadi can get a 1-dig.
Yeah, Vadi can grab those 1-digs. Edwin on the backup with the CZ, and A2Z all over that push right there. Shuts that down with a beautiful flash. Steno and Disciple on the cleanup. That's a 3K for A2Z, and that's that 10-8 scoreboard there, but on to full power buy rounds now.
I'm wondering if Area 51 is going to upgrade from these pharmacies. I would assume Dunn would want to pick up an op since that's what he's been sporting for most of these rounds, and honestly, it feels like he's really not that effective with rifles compared to the ops, so I would assume he'd want to go with that, but they're not going to upgrade, which could be dangerous here because Perfectionvore is very strong with their rifles, and you know they've shown that in the last half.
Pauly with the aggressive look into the vent here. Steno grabs 1 before Kinky's on the trade. They know he's in there. Kinky not able to capitalize and grab a 2nd kill, but Pauly should get traded out right here. Edwin is able to take him down 3-on-3. They're going to be trying to make their way into the site 3-on-2 now, as Dunn is right there in the smoke. Can they get the kill on each other? No, that is going to be up top from Disciple, who is on the fast rotate to grab that. And we have Fobless left alive. 1 versus 2. Winnable round for Fobless if he's able to get a kill early. He's got 57 seconds on the clock here. Got the bomb in his hands. Nowhere really to rotate out to. He's got 1 player in Creeper, and then 1 player is going to be up top. So he knows the guy's up top. A2Z is in a very good position to grab this. Can he get it? No! That's actually Fobless who collects it. He's going to do the reload, fake the reload. Disciple's right above him. Oh my goodness. He's going to get him right here. And he grabs him walking underneath the balcony. Disciple thought he was going to walk all the way around, and Perfectionvore wins the first full gun round of second half.
How unfortunate for Area 51. They had that one pretty much in the bag. I mean, huge play by Fobless coming in there. They had the site locked down. It was 2v1 scenario. And, you know, that's what we talked about previously. Area 51 just seems to be letting those close rounds go where they have the advantage or, you know, should be able to win 2 versus 2 or 2v1. And they just can't. They can't get it done. And, I mean, that's what's hurting them here in the long run.
Man, these rounds are coming down to 2 versus 1s, 1v1s, 2v2s here, and Area 51 is not able to collect that clutch. The clutch is not with them today. I guess it's kind of like the Force. It's a little elusive sometimes, but they definitely don't have it right now, and Perfectionvore is taking another lead here. But early into the round, we actually have a pick from Dunn, who takes down Vico in the garage door from Van, or from the white truck over there. So that's going to be very helpful for Area 51. And, man, look at him just leaking up into mid like that. 1 aggressive player, and this could work out very, very well. Is that Disciple? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, if he looks right, he can catch the bomb. He didn't look right to catch the bomb, but he's going to be on the hard flank right now. He's in a good position to try and shut this Perfectionvore push down. Drops the bomb now in the site, so now it's going to be a 2 versus 3. Kinky's over there at the quad. Edwin's left in the site too. Edwin just took that done. Disciple finally collects Kinky. He's fighting with Edwin. Edwin on the trade out right there. 6 HP. This nade could end it all if placed well, and it does. Touchdown from Pauly, and that's a 9th round for Area 51.
Back and forth, back and forth. A2Z and Pauly end up saving the opposite. That's one of those is obviously going to go to done. And Pvor stuck on another save. I mean, they really didn't have the economy to get the buys that they wanted to. They had, obviously, AKs, but they were a little bit short on the nade front because they lost pretty much everyone in that previous round that they won. So, yeah, I mean, they're struggling a little bit still. And, I mean, those rounds are still very, very close.
Early pick is going to be A2Z, pushing extremely hard is going to be the rest of Perfectionvore. Pauly is there to help his teammate out, gets traded out after a 2K, and man, they cannot take that op down. Steno on the fast rotate. A2Z is actually going to get 2 kills, Pauly with 2, and only one terrorist collected a kill, and that was Kinky. Almost tied up here. It's 11-10 in favor of Pvor.
Yeah, and Pvor probably could have gone for a double eco here. We see 2 Galils being bought. I think this might be a little bit of a mistake coming here. Very minimal nades, only 3 smokes, 4 flashes total. 5, sorry, I said was the last purchase there. And they're already using quickly, so they're looks like they're trying to go for a quick push here onto A and mid.
And they're going to be lagging back a little bit here, trying to play this out, playing a little bit smarter, seeing if they can catch that Disciple push in the mid. He's not going to be going for it this time. Disciple is not there. Steno is going to be your mid player. He's actually playing from sandbags, collects Vadi right there. And this looks like we're going to be close to tied up here as Kinky is underpowered rifle right now. One player already down for T side, and Area 51 really trying to do all they can to try and tie this up. And they're adjusting well right now, Clay. I have to say they're bringing it back.
They are. They're doing a great job defending. They're hitting their shots unlike they were in the last half. And, I mean, Pvor is just having a really tough time penetrating this defense. And if they keep going with these forced buys with, you know, couple Galils, not enough smokes that they need, and then they're using all their nades at the start of the round. They're not saving anything for when they actually do executes. I mean, it's just going to be even harder for them. And honestly, I want to say I want to see an op in Edwin's hands to counter Dunn and A2Z's opping. I mean, if he had that, I feel like he has the better opping skill to beat these guys.
And it looked like for a second there we're going to see a fat mid from Kinky. Didn't end up happening. Kind of got stopped there as he saw somebody pushing mid. Actually just not really pushing it. Working their way over to catwalk through mid area. And they're going to be setting up. And it's going to be definitely an A strat here. Here comes the rest of the players. Trying to stack up. Early missed op shot right there. That's going to be not what they want to have happen. But Disciple on the cleanup crew with 3 AKs right there, A2Z and Steno also grabbing them. So shutting it down now, Area 51 has taken the lead with 12-11 rounds.
And there we go. We are finally seeing the op from Edwin. Area 51 does get the lead, like you said. You know, the get it over with eco round from Pvor coming in at A and just completely shut down. I'm interested. Ooh, 2 ops actually. 1 on Vico as well. Vico can op quite well. He usually does just mostly AK for the most part, but yeah, he is very capable of hopping, so this should be interesting to see. And Edwin just standing on that fire.
That is not preferable there. Spamming through the smoke. That is going to catch Steno. No, that nade barely misses right there. I thought that was going to get him. Here comes the push. They're going to boost up onto the box. I don't think they're going to be ready for this. Fobless was. Fobless was back there waiting, playing smart, able to take that down, and Perfectionvore looking to try and tie this up early in the round after the kill off Disciple. Spamming through there. Oh, Kinky making some nice shots, just random spams through there. Ends up bringing Steno down to 35 health here. And let's see what is Perfectionvore gonna do now. Playing a little bit slow here on the wait, and I have to say, man, I'm super impressed with Perfectionvore slowing it down like this.
I'm as well. I mean, they got that early pick. You would think maybe they'd feel confident and try to go for something, but they are doing it nice and slow here. And Edwin was so close to seeing that CT, but he just got a little impatient.
And Fatty's working his way in there into the B bomb side, I should say. Paulie was able to shut that down. Here comes the rest of the T's. Bomb is working in there. Paulie's right there in the site. Kinky gets it. Need to get this bomb plant as fast as you can, Kinky. There is still a CT in those vent, and he gets it down, but A2Z is already on top of it, and A2Z closes it down with pistol headshots. Kinky goes down. Fobless goes down. Area 51 now has a 2-round lead at 13-11.
Like you said, you need to get that bomb down as quickly as possible. He kind of hesitated, and I mean, when your team is in the site with you, you gotta, be confident in your team that they're gonna protect you when you go for that bomb plant. Had he just put it down immediately, I think he would have been ready for A2Z rushing through the smoke right there. Which, I mean, huge play by A2Z using that 5-7, picking up 2 kills. I mean, it was just phenomenal.
A look at the kill differential here that we're seeing between Perfectionvore and Area 51 here. Quite a few of the Area 51 players have stepped up quite a bit. Disciple up in the 20 kill range, and nobody on the other side there. I think the highest kill on CEVO right now is 14. So Area 51 stepping it up in the clutch time here, and they're doing what they need to. Round 25. This is getting very close. It's going to come down to the wire. Vico gets 1. Vico gets 2. Peeking his way out through the squeaky door, and this is a solid fake right here. He's going to grab 1 player on the rotate, and they're going to pull the mid guy over towards mid. Now Paulie's got to call that it's a B strat. Got the bomb, grabs 2 kills. Oh my goodness, can he get a third? He does get a third. He ends up taking down Fobless, and now only Kinky is left alive. He's on the rotate, off, looking right at him, and that's 14 rounds for Area 51. That fake was sold so well. How did that not?
I feel like they waited too long to. I mean, I get that they're waiting for the rotates to go towards A, but when it was just Vico, no one else, and they saw that they killed Vico and didn't see anyone else in the site, I think they knew, and they were able to just get back to B as quickly as possible. But I feel like the take on B against Paulie was just a little sloppy. They didn't swarm him, I want to say, and he was able to just look around, kill one, move to the next area where he knew one would come, kill that guy, and then just move to the next area. And it was just a very basic hold for Paulie.
People are struggling a little bit here on their T side. It's going to make this pretty tough for them if they can't do this. A2Z falls victim early right there. Dunn trade out, and there's another kill. Disciple is able to team up with Dunn to get the damage completed. On
the damage done.
Yeah, I was gonna say damage done, and I thought about it in my head, and I was like, completed. Yes, that sounds much better. Kinky and Vico left alive. That's gonna be the bomb dropped in A main right there. They're both over there by quad, and that's gonna be hard. Kinky grabs 1 kill. Disciple was ready to take him down. It was a 3 versus 1. 2K for Disciple, 2K for Paulie, and Area 51 has locked up at least the overtime now.
Complete shutdown by Area 51. CEVO has only won 1 round on this half, so I mean, wow, Area 51 has completely turned it around, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised because the way they were playing on the T side, it did not compare to this at all, and they are just putting on a clinic right now, and CEVO is having so much trouble trying to adjust and figure out what they need to do to stop these guys. I mean, we've seen some good fakes, we've seen some good entries, but they still, I mean, they just can't seem to get the round completed when they need to.
This is looking like CEVO is doing what they can to try and force this into overtime and grab that OT victory. Dunn is the last line of defense over at the B bomb site as the rotation is happening. Now it's pulling 1 player to rotate, and Disciple's going to get caught right there. Doesn't get punished for it. Yes, he does. At the end of that, Vico was able to collect him. Nade in Dunn's face. They know where Dunn is. They're going to push him and take him down. And no victory yet for Area 51 unless A2Z can come up with something completely crazy here on a 1 versus 4 clutch. There's 1 player down. He was low HP, though. Bomb is planted in B. And this would be a very, very nice 1 versus 4 clutch right here to win this round.
1 versus 3, but I mean,
Well,
might
it
as
was
well
where it
go
was just
for it. You
four.
got the tie, and you got plenty of economy because your team's been winning. I mean, Dunn has 16K alone, Steno at 13K, and Paulie at 9. So I mean, yeah, they're looking just fine if he does decide to go for this.
He definitely has money and the ability to. Doesn't look like he's pushing very hard for it. Timer ticking down. He's going to run away. He was just trying to collect a few kills and see if he can force some rebuys. And there's going to be one he's going to go for. And he gets Kiki to have to rebuy. But a big round win there for Perfectionvore. 2K for Vico. 2K for A2Z coming at the end of the round.
I like what Perfectionvore did that round. You know, they got the B entry, and rather than just storming the side, they decided to wait for the rotates coming in. They also established mid control. Vico was in there waiting for the rotate from CT spawn. He cut him off, and that just made, you know, shutting down Dunn, who was in the CT main spot at B, that much easier because they had 4 people to deal with him, and they were able to use their nades effectively to flash him so he couldn't deal with them. And they got another round finally. So maybe Pvor can bring it to a tie.
If Pvor forces this to overtime, I would be absolutely ecstatic. Oh
They don't
my
see
gosh, look at Steno.
Steno.
Oh, Steno.
So
This is
bad
going to
for
end it.
Pvor.
Steno grabs one. Steno grabs a second, and now he's going to be getting pushed. That's an op in his face. Dunn is right there to team up and take that down. Now only one terrorist left alive. That's Vadi. Doesn't have the bomb. 1 versus 3 to stay alive on this map and go towards overtime. Look at Steno. Steno is riding high right now off of that. He is going to be pushing very hard into the vent, trying to force the issue here. And Vadi, this is a tough, tough hill to climb right here. 1 versus 3. Player waiting up at the truck with an M4. Spots him, gets a little bit of damage off. Vadi is now down to 24 HP in the gunfight with A2Z. Touchdown grenade, and we are going to the final map, which is going to be Nuke. 16-12 in favor of Area 51. Big, big comeback on the second map there.